Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to make a quick video going over AP Environmental Science and how we're going to be conducting our class. This is basically what's in the syllabus, which I will be posting today as well. All right, so welcome. I'm glad you decided to take AP, and I'm excited for the year. All right, so environmental science. In case you guys don't know, here's a quick overview. So it's basically how the natural world works, how we interact with our environment, and how the environment kind of interacts with us. It is very interdisciplinary. So you'll need to know biology, living environment, chemistry, and a lot of earth science. So that's going to be like atmospheric science, oceanography, geology. And then it's also going to bring in a lot of ecology, economics, political science, history, sociology. So it's very interdisciplinary, covers a lot of different things, which I think is really cool and fun because if chemistry is not your thing, that's fine. There's a lot of earth science. It's totally fun and amazing. All right, so we have 9 units that we need to cover before the AP exam. We will be trying to get through at least Unit 5, maybe Unit 6 before the second semester. So we're going to be moving really fast. We're going to be learning a lot, so you need to be on your A game for sure. So the AP exam, brace yourselves, it's coming. It's going to be May 14th at noon. So we'll see what's going on with Corona. Right now they're planning to have it in Truman and do the normal test. So it's 80 questions, multiple choice. You get 90 minutes for that section. That's 60% of your score. The free response questions, which I will refer to as FRQs, 3 questions, 70 minutes, 40% of your grade. We'll be logging into my AP. If you've taken any AP classes before, you've already logged in. You've probably also logged in for like the SAT and stuff. You must decide by November 13th if you are taking the exam. When you log into my AP, all of you are automatically registered to take the exam, which I think is wonderful because you all should take the exam. Last year we had, in my AP class, I had over a 50% passing rate. So I think you guys should really definitely take it. You get free college credit, and if you don't do well, it doesn't hurt you at all. So if you get higher than a 3, you're going to get some college credit. So you might as well take it. See what happens. We'll talk more about that in class and getting on my AP later. All right, so this is the grading policy, which is subject to change depending on like what's happening in the world with coronavirus, and if we're going to be doing remote learning. So in-person classwork / synchronous participation is 35%. So we're starting off fully remote, but we will be meeting as a class, still following that cohort schedule. So that's going to be the synchronous participation. So that means you need to be asking questions, whether out loud or in the chat box. Kind of up to you how you want to participate, making sure you're doing any work that we're doing in class, whether that is on Google Meets or actually in person. Tests are 15%. That's going to be on my AP. Quizzes are 10%. That's also most likely going to be on my AP as well as our textbook. We're going to do some reading quizzes from our textbook this year. Virtual labs are 15%, and asynchronous work, anything that is outside of our in-person work, is 25% of your grade. Like I said, if we end up coming back fully in person, this is definitely 100% going to change. So just know it's going to change if we change. All right, so we are going to be doing a basic flipped classroom, which means that you're going to be watching lecture videos at home. And then while we're in person, we're going to be mainly focusing on practicing skills and going over anything that you're confused about from the videos you watched at home. So the first thing you need to do is watch the video I post every day, even if you're in person. So if let's say you're in my first period and we had class, you still need to watch the video I posted after we're done with class. And it's not going to be an Edpuzzle video. Unfortunately, we can't pay for it. So this is just going to be a YouTube video that I post every day. So once you watch the YouTube video from my channel, you're going to go to your Google Drive and you're going to open up your interactive notebook, which I will show you in a second. And you're going to check to see what sections of the textbook you should be reading. And then you're going to complete any work assigned in your interactive notebook. So I am expecting you to read your textbook, and I am telling you what you should read from your textbook. But if you don't read from your textbook, that's just going to be your grade that goes down and suffers. I'm not going to really look to see if you're reading. That's just going to be on you. And like I said, in person, we're just going to be focusing on skills and anything you're confused about, since we're only seeing each other one out of every 3 days or so. All right, so some things I expect from you. This is a college level class, which means that I'm gonna expect you to be really, really organized. You need to keep track of your notes. You need to come up with a system for your notes, for your homework. I'm hoping the interactive notebook will help you with that, but you really need to stay organized. Number 2, complete all outside readings, projects, and homework. So watching those videos every day, I will expect you to do that. I expect you to do all of the textbook readings, and in general, just be a good student. Responsibility for your own education. So if you are confused, you need to reach out to me. Obviously, if I think you're confused, I'll ask you about that as well. But you need to be able to reach out to me if you are confused, if you need an extension, if you think I graded something wrong, if you want to dispute a grade, email me. You need to be responsible for your own education. Right now, you're not paying for it, so it makes people a little less responsible. But once you get to college, you will be paying for your classes, and you need to be responsible when you get there. All right, let's look at this interactive notebook. All right, so everyone is going to be getting slides from me dropped into their Google Drives. And the first slide should say your first name. And I will have pushed them out to you today. So you should be looking for that in your Google Drive. If you need help finding it, let me know. But it's going to say your name as the first slide, and then you should see all of these. So this is just a brief overview of what it is, basically telling you watch the YouTube videos first, then come here, just like I said before. All right, so today, after you watch this YouTube video, you're going to come here to the 922 and you're going to complete these things. So you're going to do this student survey, and then your parent guardian, I want them to complete the survey just so I can get their contact information. And then you'll also see this slide, 922, welcome to AP Environmental Science. You need to answer these 2 questions. You're just going to click, answer, and you're done. This is all you're really going to see for now, but on the 23rd, when we're in person, which I'm going to announce this in Google Classroom, I want all of you to show up. I know it's a C day, but I want you all to show up on Wednesday, not just cohort C, cohort A and B. I want everyone to show up on Wednesday. And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing our textbook. We're going to be signing up together on Wednesday for our textbook. And then at home, you're going to complete the homework assignment, which if there's time on Wednesday, you guys can complete the homework assignment right then and there if you want. All right, so the other thing you will see eventually in your interactive notebook is I've gone through and added in every single unit. And the first slide in each unit is going to be the topics and reading assignments. So if you look over here on the right, you'll see all of the different topics that we're going to cover in that unit. You will also see our reading assignment. You can complete these at your own pace. If it's very obvious to me that people aren't doing the reading, I will be instituting a reading quiz every weekend, but I really don't want to do that. More for me to grade, more for you to do, just read the textbook. So if, let's say, we're going over the carbon cycle for that day, which is 1.4, you're going to find that under here. So this is 1.3 to 1.7. So 1.4 falls in that range. So you should be reading chapter 5 in the textbook, which on Wednesday I will be showing you more of how to access the textbook. But this shows you topics readings. You should be keeping up with the textbook readings. Since we are moving really, really fast, I might not go over everything. And the textbook is a good way to make sure that you are at least reading all of the information. Okay. The next slide that will be there for all units is a notes slide. This is optional. I don't expect you to take notes here, but I thought it would be nice to have all of your notes in one place. So let's say you're watching the YouTube video and you pull up side by side, you have your interactive notebook and you have the YouTube video. If you want to take notes while I am going through information here, that's fine. I know some people are very into handwritten notes. So feel free while you're watching the YouTube videos that I'm going to be posting, which is going to be like me lecturing. Feel free to take handwritten notes or take notes here. If it were me, I would take notes here because I like having all of my stuff in one area. And the other cool thing you can do, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but if you press on your keyboard Control F, you can actually find stuff. So let's say it's before a unit exam and you don't know anything about the carbon cycle. You're like, what is that? You could just search carbon cycle, which nothing's going to come up because I don't have anything in here. And it'll show you all the stuff that you've typed about the carbon cycle, which is a great, useful tool for searching your notes. So if you take notes about the carbon cycle, you can find that really quickly using Control F. So I would take notes here, but again, I'm a typer, I'm not a writer. If you like handwriting stuff, feel free to keep your own notebook. But I would make sure you're taking notes somehow while I'm doing the YouTube videos. All right, so on Thursday, took me a second. On Thursday, we're going to be going over dimensional analysis. And so after you watch the dimensional analysis YouTube video, you'll come and you'll do practice problems 1, 2, and 3. You'll notice that there are more problems, but it says in person on 9/24 to 25. So we're going to be doing this in class together on the 24th to the 25th. So you don't need to do these. If you want to, feel free. But all the stuff that isn't labeled as in person, I am expecting you to do at home. All the stuff that is labeled in person, I am expecting you to bring this with you to class, and we'll complete this together as a class. So if it's labeled in person, you don't need to worry about it. If it's not labeled in person, that means you need to do it at home. All right, I think that's it for now over the interactive notebook. If you have questions, email me, private comment on Google Classroom, whatever you got to do. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you all tomorrow, Wednesday. Remember, everyone is logging on to our Google Meet. Everyone's logging on Wednesday so we can set up our textbook. All right, I will see you guys Wednesday. Have a great rest of your day.